The next speech coming up is after dinner speech performed by Nikki Guzman. After dinner speech is a prepared 10 minutes. A prepared 10 minutes informative or persuasive speech, which is humorous in nature as well as educational to the audience. Nikki Guzman is a broadcast communication major. This is her last semester in DVC. She is going to transfer to San Francisco State University. Her speech won her 2 first place awards, a finalist position in the regional championship, and she took home a bronze award. And she took home a bronze award at California State Championship. Welcome, Nikki.
I know, heavy lifting straight when you're pregnant. Alright. Move this out of the way. We'll break it. You guys ready? Alright. I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Now we all know how the rest of that song goes. It wrote at the end of the show. The end of the children's imagination that was Barney's life for the day. At the end of the show, Barney always saying that we're a happy family. Family? Well, hold on there, Barney. I love you, but I'm no purple dinosaur. Regardless, Barney always saying that we're a happy family. So maybe you had a different idea of what family really was. So let's talk about family. Family is one of the most overused and underanalyzed words that we throw around today. Much like middle schoolers and teenage boys throwing around terms like hella, douchebag, and Superman that hoe. We all know what it means. Today we're going to talk about family in 3 different aspects. The traditional, the non-traditional, and Barney's definition of family, and how it doesn't exactly tie into the first 2. So today we're going to break through what tradition considers a family, and look at the families residing in our homes today. Well, before we can actually break through, we'll have to define. The Oxford Dictionary defines a family as 2 parents raising their children as a unit, further defining a parent as the biological mother and father of the child. Well, honey, I'm home. Hello, dear. I have dinner set on the table, and Molly and Beaver are just washing up. Now, Stephanie Coontz wrote in her book, The Way We Never Were, that during the airtime of Leave It to Beaver, this could be considered a traditional family. But now, using technology a little bit more modern than a book, and certainly more reliable, Wikipedia, last access on October 17, 2007, as an ideal American family. We've gone from traditional to ideal. In an essay written by Edna McNicholas in March 2006, she writes that women were assigned the roles of wives and mothers, while men assumed the roles of breadwinners, strong male heads of the family. Stephanie Coontz wrote that when women tried to live up to this perfect gene cleaver standard, it just drove into alcohol abuse. And the alcohol industry didn't see such abuse again until, God, I don't know, my high school graduation party? I'm not even gonna lie, that's where this came from. I don't know who the father is. Sharon Jason of USA Today published an article in July of 2006 stating that we have the lowest percent among all Western nations of children who grow up with both biological parents. So, if traditionally we're saying that a family should mimic that of Leave It to Beaver, we're talking about 35.7%, according to the Census Bureau official of 2007. And for those who are having trouble with the math, like my friend Adam over here, that's 64.3%. And you can trust my statistics, Adam, because I'm Filipino. We're good at math and food. So, what kind of families do more than half of us live in that we consider a family, but tradition doesn't? Well, that's just it. There isn't just one. There's plenty of other home types out there other than just Leave It to Beaver. The traditional family I mentioned earlier is what Jane Hare and Elizabeth Gray from Oregon State University would call a married nuclear family. According to them, there's 3 types of married nuclear family. The first would be where the father works outside the home and the mother stays at home with the children, which is also known as daddy brings home the bacon and the jewelry. As you can see, mine doesn't have a diamond, he's a cheap ass. The second would be where the mother works outside the home and the father stays home with the children, which is exactly why my pregnant ass is working 2 jobs. To pay for that Xbox 360 that he says my kids need. Yeah, because my 2-year-old needs to know how to play Halo 3. The third would be where both parents work outside the home, and nobody's really home with the children. Where the hell are they? You know, I know I brought my kids here to watch me, but I have not seen them. So, anybody see the cute little 2-year-old and 3-year-old? What do they look like? They look like me. They're adorable. So if you guys see them running around somewhere on campus, just keep them. I mean, I'm probably going to move it out soon anyway, so charm. Well, other than just married nuclear family types, we also have plenty of other non-traditional families, including these cohabitating families, where a couple with or having children have no intentions of actually getting married. Don't look so surprised. I mean, we see these bastard children running around everywhere. In 2007 alone, unwed pregnancy was like the new Gucci. Everybody had to just have it. From Jamie Lynn Spears to God. Okay, well, mine's a fake, but still, as you can see, we look alike. I'm going to give this one to you, because that fake pregnancy is the only way he is going to marry you. We also have single-parent-led families, where there's primarily just one parent in the home. Just like Kevin Federline, because that's exactly what we need. Another white boy raising his kids in the suburbs to rap about the ghetto. Now, there could be a variety of reasons for families similar to K-Fed. 2 in particular is the tragedy of a death and the heartbreakers. Don't look at me like that. I have great hearts. I melt them. How you doing? We'll talk. Why are you right up there? I gotta finish this up. A 2007 Census Bureau official surveys that 28% of all children are raised by solo parents, which can only validate Dave Proponent, a Ritter sociology professor, in stating that we have the highest rate of solo parenting. Now, those aren't the only types of families out there. For instance, I was watching Jerry Springer last night, and I know, I watch educational television. And there was a segment on children who are being raised by their grandparents. This is what I saw. Now, Jerry, you know I can't be running around the streets with no kids. I had to give those kids to my grandma because, well, I ain't going to be making my money on the street with no kids running around. And I look at my friend and she's like, Mom! I really wish that was a funny joke. But kids being raised by their grandparents isn't actually that uncommon. I mean, you've all seen Hey Arnold or Happy Gilmore. In fact, Harry Gray reported that in the last 10 years, this type of family has increased about 40%. Well, we've talked about families with 2 heterosexual parents, or primarily just one parent. But what about families with 2 parents of the same gender? Well, these are called gay and lesbian-led families, where one or both of the adults identify as homosexual. Just like Rosie O'Donnell's family, where her kids have 2 daddies. Now lastly, to remember that she is a woman. She is a vaginitarian. There's no need.